Hey guys, welcome back to Box Homeschool. My name is Trisha and I'm a homeschool mom to a 16, 13, and 10-year-old. And I'm heading into my 12th year of homeschool. And today I wanted to share my curriculum choices for my 11th grader. And that is still so hard to say. I don't know why 11th grade just sounds like a really big step up. And it shows because I have absolutely nothing to show you except my notebook that I wrote my notes on. I have no books, I have no pretty covers to show you. It's crazy. But if you're okay with that, I still wanted to share what we are using for 11th grade. My daughter has grown so much in the last couple of years of high school. And so here we go, 11th grade. So I should start with that we homeschool with a charter school. And for our charter school, and I don't share all the details online, but they give us a very helpful document that lists out all the approved courses they have vetted, courses that they approve of that align with state standards. And so we can use those courses without any issue. We can also choose a dual enrollment course at a community college that they have approved. For every community college in our area, they have a list of the approved courses that will transfer to credit for the high school transcript. In addition, they've created a way for us to use other curriculum or build your own curriculum, and you have to fill out a form that they call the A to G guide. That just ensures that whatever you're using, whatever you're building, is hitting those standards and meeting those requirements in order to earn that credit for your transcript. So far we've taken advantage of all of those options and they've come in handy. This year, my daughter has experience with all of them, so she kind of had an idea of what she wanted to do already, reading some reviews and going through it herself. So it's kind of nice to get a lot of her input, for her to do some research as well. So this is kind of the plan that we've come up with together, and we'll see. It always feels like a little bit of a gamble, but here we go. Language arts. She chose to take AP English Language Arts, and that is going to be through AP Homeschoolers, which you could just search that up, AP Homeschoolers online. They have a lot of AP and honors courses available with amazing teachers, course descriptions. I think the course descriptions always get me. I'm like, that sounds like a great course every time. So she chose that course. We have a friend who has taken that before and loves the teacher. So we actually applied for this course last year. You have to apply to get in some of these courses. So she did. She was able to get in, and at the last minute we changed because AP Homeschoolers is one that you have to complete the A to G guide, and that is extra work. And sometimes the course lines up where you can pull essays or papers from the course you're taking and it will satisfy some of those requirements on A to G guide, but that's not always the case. So she has done that freshman year. She did a few A to G guides and that was a lot of work for her. She was able to do really well, but it was a lot of work. So sophomore year, she was like, I'm done with A to G guides. We did none, which yeah, she was so done with it. But she did not like her language arts course last year. She regretted not taking from AP Homeschoolers. So we're going to go back to that. We emailed the teacher and said like, oh, we applied last year and can we reapply? She let her into the course right away. So we're going to go ahead and go back to that and do the A to G guide for language arts. Let me go to science now because there's just been so much research for science. So I checked many community colleges for the dual enrollment options, and a lot of them, most of them, you need to go in person for labs. And that's just not something that we wanted to do just yet. So I was trying to find something that was all online. And she wants to take physics this year. We looked at all the approved options, couldn't find anything that felt rigorous enough, which is kind of crazy that the ones that we really like, the ones that seem rigorous and challenging and very hands-on and engaging, are not yet approved by the school, but the ones that are approved seemed just really easy. The description, the reviews are pretty bad. So she opted to do another course at AP Homeschooler. So she's going to be taking AP Physics there. I got to email with the teacher and he sounds great. The course description again got me. I was like, this sounds like a great course. So we are going to take those two. She'll be doing the A to G guides for both of those classes. And she went back and forth with it too. I had her look at all the things that I found and she did her own research as well. And we just kept coming back to, and she's like, let's do it. Let's just do it. That's what we're doing for language arts and science. And then for math, we're going to continue on with High School Math Live. And she's been enjoying that company for a while now. So we are going to continue on with pre-calc with Trig Honors. That's a live class twice a week, and she's familiar with the format, really enjoys learning there. And that one is approved by our charter, so we're good there. And then for history for 11th grade, typically it's like a government and econ. So she's going to be taking American government and politics this summer through a dual enrollment course, and then in the fall she'll be taking a dual enrollment course in economics. So she'll be fulfilling her history requirement a little bit early. Again, we looked into so many things. I have a list here of all the things we've looked into. I feel like that's become more of my job instead of helping her, sitting with her alongside the classes or making sure she gets her assignments done. That's all her now. She's completely independent as far as getting her work done and being on top of her time management. My part in this is like research lady. I'm just constantly researching, starting with one subject at a time and researching like what are all our choices? What are all the reviews? Does it fit her style? Is it a schedule that we can, uphold? Is it challenging enough? Is it going to prepare her for an AP test that she wants to take? So I feel like that is now my job for high school, is just research. And then other than that, she'll participate in our family studies, which we will probably slim down to about 40 minutes, 4 days a week, maybe. We'll see. She will also be taking driver's training. She finished driver's ed already, so in the fall she'll be taking driver's training and getting a hands-on experience. I can't even believe that. I think I haven't registered that yet until now, actually driving behind the wheel. So I need to sit with that for a bit. She'll have her personal Bible study as well as a family Bible study that we always keep running through. That's kind of been our normal pattern for homeschooling. That's all I have for 11th grade. I feel sad that I can't show you anything, but hopefully that information helps you and just some thoughts and ideas of how you think about high school. I do have high school planning worksheets that I use personally. That's helped me. I modeled it a lot after what's required for charter schools. So if you're with a charter school or a school, you probably don't need it at all because I'm sure they provide something like that. But if you're homeschooling on your own, it might be helpful to you if you are needing to keep track for your state requirements of what classes they took each year, each semester. That you would think you would remember it, but I don't remember anything if it happened yesterday, so I write everything down in the sheets. We have to make sure we satisfy certain things in each learning period, so I have little sections for that, but if you don't need that, just print what you need. But I will link that down below so you can take a closer look at it if it could be helpful to you. Let me know if you have any questions about anything I shared, 11th grade curriculum, or general homeschool, high school questions down below, and I will see you in the next video.